we finally got her done. It's almost dark time now. What do you think? It look good? What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Thank you for tuning into another video. Today we are on our way to the scrapyard. That's right, as you can see in the thumbnail, I seen these and I had to put them on our car so that it would make the Audi look right. So we are heading to get them right now, and we're going to show you the whole process of getting them, bringing them back, putting them on, and it's not very long. Like, it doesn't take long to take them off or put them back on. You know, it's, now that I know what I'm doing, the fender is pretty simple. And same with the hood. The hood is only 4 bolts, and you just unplug the washer fluid and take that out, and away you go. It's pretty simple. So with that said, let's head to the scrapyard, grab the parts, and head back to the house. All right, guys, so we got the hood off already. It's on the ground there, and now we're gonna I believe that's the right one.
It's not.
It's not. Fuck off. All right, guys, so we got the hood. It's already off. As soon as we got here, he felt like he had energy this morning, right? Usually he doesn't, but today he does. Yeah. But anyways, we got the hood off, and we're just gonna work on the fender now. That shouldn't take too long. Like I said, it's pretty simple. We remember how to do it. I'm gonna get to the bumper, get the bumper off. So let's get that there started. All right, guys, as you can see, we almost got the hood off. We're back here at the house. We'll get the hood off, get it out of the way, then we can work on the fender, you know, and then put the hood on last. Basically just kind of get it out of the way though. All right, guys, he's working on the fender there. I'm working at it down here. See if we can get this done very quick.
Another extension on this?
Huh?
Another extension?
You need another one?
Yeah, we got one there.
Yeah. You just have to do this here with it, right?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Hopefully you guys can see what I'm actually doing. What?
You should rest it now.
Oh, yes, jeez. Yeah, there you go. Don't mind me. I was just thinking the extension. Break the rest of it, right? All right, guys. We are just...
want that long one? That's too long,
yeah, no, that's the one I want. We're just loosening out the last little part here of the fender. Well, part of it anyways, and then we'll move on to the next part. Just break a couple things on the way. We're getting it. Hopefully she's in the right angle for you to see. Jeez. Don't you hate that when you're doing something and then you... Oh, I see what's happening. Okay. Let's
no brackets going around, is it?
Huh? I'm taking the torque out, but it's pushing the plastic, right? Well, guys, we finally got her done. It's almost dark time now, but what do you think? Does it look good? Huh? What an amazing car now. The black hood is gone. The white fender's gone. She's back to her regular color. Why? Well, I could almost get $6 grand for her now. Got 7 into her, but oh jeez, there you go. That looks a lot better. All right, guys, so as you can see down in there, hopefully here, let me see the light. I don't know, hopefully you can see down in there. Hopefully you can see that there. Anyways, there's where the thermostat goes. There's a plug that goes at the back end there. You can see the little hole on the side of where the thermostat mounts. I'm going to show you that right here now. There's the little plug. And what they say, when you change the thermostat, they say you should change these here too, because they're known to break over time and cause issues. And then, you know, you think your thermostat's gone, but yet it's sat there, got it jammed up. keeping your thermostat open. So, you know, like I said, I showed you there earlier, it was 20 bucks for it. We're gonna replace that too. There's the new thermostat. All right, guys, so we got the thermostat all plugged back in, and I don't know what I did with the other piece, but it was broken. It was broken, which they're knowing to break. There's a piece of it right there, but they're knowing to break. Yeah, I threw it over there, I think. What? Over there on the ground. No. Yeah. Anyways, so we got it back in. I don't know why, but that one screw, they have one screw down here that holds like this bracket that plugs into the back of it. I don't know why that screw's there. Like, if you know, please let me know. But anyways, we're gonna throw the alternator back in now, which is pretty simple to do. You know, it's not a hard job to put an alternator in a car or take it out. The video I was watching, Buddy was like being smart. He's like, yeah, make sure you put it in the right way, not the wrong way, because it just won't fit and you'll end up breaking it. I mean, like, if you're working on these cars, you pay attention to stuff and you make sure, like, I don't know. I'm not saying there's people out there that wouldn't do it. What I'm saying is I don't judge anybody that they would do it, right? You know, like, you're gonna do a job like this, you make sure you do it right, and you know, you do it right and everything works out. But you know, it's pretty simple. I mean, you took it out, you know that your plug is here, right? You know your other plug is up top, so they got to match up. If you put it backwards, it's not going to match up. How are you going to plug that in? You'd know right away, right? So, you know, he was going on and it's like, holy man, like, really? Seriously? Like, let's just put this alternator in here now. All right? Oh, actually, it's harder to do with one hand than I thought. Try and snug her in here with you. We'll get her in there, folks. Takes a second, but we'll get her in there. You're probably saying, why didn't you take that off? Well, I tried to, but it wouldn't come. I didn't want to bother. It wasn't really in my way. It is not in my way now, even though I'm having a little bit of trouble getting the alternator in place. Is because I'm using one hand instead of two. But other than that, there, she lines up pretty good. So there we go, we got her in place. I got the bolts here in my pocket. We'll throw one in right here. Get one bolt in there.
You want me to do that? You take the video?
Well, okay, yeah. There we go. Get that started. That's all, we're just getting it started, and we'll get one on the back side there too. You see there, just get it started on the back side, and then those two, and then I'll grab the wrench here.
Give me the Allen key.
Yep. Where is the Allen key at? Oh, right there. Already on the part.
Just want to see the extension started.
Yep. Oh, before you go and start tightening that completely, let's get the back plugged in.
Started first. So.
Oh yeah, okay. Yeah, let's get the back plugged in so we make sure before we tighten her all down.
Just want to shoot in. That's not the right Allen key, buddy.
That's not the right one? Oh,
for fuck's sake.
Oh, sorry. I don't know why they make it like, you know, you do one part, it's one Allen key, and then you do another part, it's another Allen key.
That was torque though you had. It wasn't even an Allen key.
Huh?
That was the torque you gave me.
No, it wasn't. It was an Allen key.
Fucking torque. I'm telling you.
It was an Allen key, man. Look, right there. As you can see, what I'm doing is I put the nut on the back of it so I wouldn't lose it. We're just going to take that off right quick, and then we'll plug that in, which is right here. And as you know, battery is unplugged, so right? We don't do stuff without making sure we do it right. Anytime you're working on a car, no matter what it is you're doing, even if it's changing the spark plugs or something, you know, it doesn't hurt to unplug the power, the battery. You know, in these cars, I suggest, unless you know what you're doing and you have the program for these, don't unplug the battery, because once you unplug the battery, it throws codes and you need to reset them, and it does not reset with just a regular OBD reader. Hey, so, and then there's the power plug here that goes into the alternator that we have to get out. What are we gonna jam, do we? Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Oh no, there she comes. I think. Okay, I gotta put the camera down, folks. I think I got the plug jammed in there. I gotta get it.
Way to go.
Yeah, no shit. Actually, it should be able to just do it like that and slide her behind here. There we go. There we go. We got her. Okay, now we need to see which way she goes in, and just like that, boom, she's plugged in. That's on. We gotta just tighten that there down. Okay, we'll let him finish tightening the alternator down. Then we'll put the belt on her, and we'll add some coolant. All right, guys. So we are on our way now to the scrapyard. We got the. Jeez, I can't even think here. We got the thermostat back in. We got the alternator back in. I went and I put a new cooling temperature sensor in the back of the Audi, in the back of the motor there. I don't know, they were saying you have to do all this stuff. You have to jack the transmission so it tilts the motor forward and makes it easier to get it done. I didn't do none of that. I've stuck my big fat hands in there and I got her done. The clip that they sent me with the new sensor broke, so I took the one off the bottom of my radiator, and we're gonna swing over to the scrapyard here, and I'm gonna replace it with one from the scrapyard. You know, and it'll just be easy. And then we're gonna go to the parts source, because I have to grab adhesives, whatever you call it, gasket seal, for the throttle body. So anyways, with that said, let's head to the scrapyard. We'll grab that. All right, guys, so we got the car back together. I still have the light out. I gotta put that back in. I'm not rushing to do that yet. I'm still trying to figure out what we're gonna do. With other issue that I have, one other issue, I have to figure that out. But she's all back together. We got her running. We got coolant in there. We're waiting for her to warm up, and she'll send the coolant through, hopefully, and we'll get that there going. And then we'll move on to other things. But right now we're just trying to bleed the system, get the coolant running through, make sure I got hot and not cold, and then we'll see what happens. So give me a couple of minutes to finish bleeding the system, and then we'll move on. Well, guys, we ended up having to take the carburetor back off, and because I forgot to put one little bracket on. My fault. Yes, I'll take the blame for it. Look at my dirty hands. But this bracket right here, see this black bracket right here? Hopefully you can see it. That there bracket right there, well, that was the bracket I forgot to put on. So we had to take that back off and put that bracket back on. And I'm got some silicone on there now. Well, not silicone, gasket seal back on there. Just gonna let it dry some. What is up, guys? And we are back at it again today. What I'm gonna do is right here, this piece of the fender here, because it's down, they wouldn't pass it, so I have to pull it up, which I don't know exactly how I'm gonna do it, but I'm just gonna give her a shot the best of my knowledge, and see what happens. I mean, it doesn't have to come up much, you know. It only if I can, yeah, I can't. it's too hard to do with one hand, but to get that back in place, like, it doesn't have to come up very much, but it does have to come up. Actually, I was in the house and forgot to grab my measuring tape. I wanted to measure from here up and from there up, just to see what the difference is, how far it's got to come up. All right, folks, we got the bumper off, we got the fender moved out of the way, and as you can see, if you look here, you can see how it's just down just a little bit. Like, I mean, yeah, when I put the measuring tape to it, it says, you know, where did I put the measuring tape? Oh, it's right there. Look at it, right in front of me. When you put the measuring tape on it, what's the measurement I'm getting here? Oh, jeez. So we're down about a half an inch, right? No, sorry if you didn't see that. Let me try and show you again here. So we're just at 6, and I believe it's got to go up. No, so yeah, we got to come out and up a little bit. Not much, but roughly we're at 6 there. You can see roughly we're at 6, and I believe it's got to come up to just under 7. So it's almost an inch, I believe. Let's look at this one. No, not quite 7. Oh, let me switch hands. I'm a better right-hander than I am a left-hander here with the camera. So all right, so we get that there, and you can see the top of it is like just under 7. So it's got to come up a little bit, not a lot, but what I just came to the conclusion, I got my my bar, my persuader bar, I call it, but everybody calls it breaker bar. I'm gonna take that there, stick it on the jack, and stick it up under, and see if I can't just jack it up and push it up enough, because it's basically, it's just here, right? The rest of it is fine. Like, you look at the rest of the frame, there's no issue there. It's just there, and all that's going to do is when they put the measurement thing on it for the angle, it's basically going to give them an angle of what they should have. All right, guys, we got her done. Like I said, I used my bar and I used the jack, and all I did was put it underneath it and jack her up. And if we look now, it's hard for me to do this with one hand, but let's see if I can show you here. So you can see we are roughly sitting just under 7/8 at the top of her, which is about right. You know, it's not going to be quite perfect. I mean, I could probably give her a little more of a jack, and it might help her, but she's sitting just under 7/8 there. So it's up there, it looks good. And then we'll go over to this side and we get the measurement. Shoot, it's hard to hold the tape with one hand. Just so you can see there, hopefully you can see that. Yes, I'm a little shaky. Anyways, we got her up. What I'm going to do now is just kind of, to get rid of a little bit of this crease here, I'm just going to take my flathead, stick it in there, and kind of pry that way. See if I can't get that to come up a little. Just to kind of, to make it look better. Right. I mean, I'm not going to get it perfect, that's for certain, but there we go. It's good enough. I mean, the only person that's gonna look at that underneath and see if there's any damage to it would be the person that wants to fail it. So, you know, because as far as measuring now, it's gonna be fine, right? Because what they do is they have like a measurement thing, and they measure from here to there and from there to there to see, and then they check your headlights to make sure that they're aimed properly, right? Which I'll be doing my headlights, because I have the program on my computer. If you haven't seen any of my other videos, I bought the program. It was like 140 bucks, I believe it was. And basically it's for German cars. It does not work for BMW, and it does not work for Mini Coopers. But Audi, Volkswagen, and there's another one too. There's one other car that's a German car. I can't think of the name of it. It's like it's not even like it's not like Volkswagen or Audi or BMW or Mini Cooper. It's like a I'd have to show you on the thing. I can't remember. But anyways, let me get this back together. We'll take a look at her, see how she looks. Well, guys, we got her back together, and I noticed here that she's still a little back, right? She's still a little back. So I might have to still pull that. I mean, it's not much. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm just guessing myself, right? All right, guys, so we were in the car. It is nighttime. I got the lights on there. You can see they kind of look, to me, I would think they look all right across there, but I'm gonna shut them off. We'll shut them off for now. So just so you can see there, you get kind of a look like right here, kind of looks like it's kind of a little wonky or whatever, and right there it's kind of a little wonky. I don't know if it's because of where I'm at in the driveway or what, but just gives me an idea. So what I'm gonna do now is I got the computer here. We're gonna open the program. So this program is for Audi, Volkswagen, and a couple of other vehicles. It's called the VCDS Lite. I'm gonna do select, and we're gonna do engine. We're gonna check the engine. We'll just go through everything, check all the codes, fault codes. Okay, we're just gonna hit clear codes. Done. Go back. Okay, and go back. We'll go auto transmission. We'll just go through them all and just check for codes. Clear code. A lot of the codes that came up on this were due to taking the battery off. So that's it's kind of weird, but it does do it. So we'll just go through them all. I mean, it doesn't hurt to go through them. And same with this here. This here's a sensor for steering angle, G85 support voltage terminal 30. When I checked this out too, it's to do with taking the battery off. Well, that's what they say, but if the code comes back after driving it, then you're looking at changing the steering angle, and of course I don't want to get into that, but I mean, it's not like it's hard. It's just another thing, right? All these codes that are coming up. What we'll do is we'll clear all the codes. We'll go through everything, and we'll clear all the codes, and then I'll run a scan to see if there's any codes left. Alright, guys, so we're back in the car here. Like I said, I don't know if you can see, but I got this little one here. Alright, we're gonna throw that on. Just plug her in there. Okay, and then we're gonna turn on the key. This here on the car doesn't need to be running. I don't know if you can see that very well. So we have 0 codes coming up there. So 0 codes coming up. We'll just erase everything just in case. So that one there, I got no codes coming up on that at all for this car. So my opinion is we'll send her in, see what happens, right? What is up, guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we are taking the first drive in the Audi A4. There you go. This is the first original paper signed salvage title ride in the Audi. We got her all salvaged. The wife is happy about it, but she is all good. She's all ready to go. The winter is almost over, so we will be taking the winter tires off and putting the spring ones on instead of the winters. But let's take her for a drive here and
where is my pedal?
See what we get.
I can't go.
I gotta put the seat back.
Seatbelt.
Alright, so we got my son's seatbelt fixed up, and let's take her for a drive. We got stuff to do, so we'll take her for a drive here. Still a little cold yet, but did they even align it? Oh. Well, she's running all right. Gotta get some gas in her too. And we take a look at the next project in there. The Honda. That's the next project. Bunny rabbit.
Bunny rabbit? Oh, perfect. It's white, just like the snow because it's
Alright, let's head and get some gas. Alright guys, so we went to Walmart, got some stuff. We went to the dollar store, we had to get some stuff. Those sponges in one of my videos that I used for, I don't know, cleaning something up. They work amazing for in the house too. So I had to get more of them. But you know, the car, we got her in sport mode now. I tried her in manual, I got her in sport mode now. But the car is awesome. You know, it's finally finished. It's finally done. It's on to the next car. So, you know, we're gonna do a little more driving around here and take her back, and then I gotta throw a battery in the other car, and that'll be that. So let's we're gonna stop here at McDonald's right now, grab a bite to eat. All right guys, we are out at the Honda now. We're back at the house. The car drove awesome. That is done. That car is got its salvage and title, and it's good to go. So the wife's pretty happy about that. So now we got the new battery here that we're gonna put in. Now I noticed one thing, this battery, the posts are opposite to this, which doesn't make a big difference because I should be out of reach still with this here. I should be out of reach here, you know, like it shouldn't be a major deal. And the fact that I only paid 30 bucks for this battery makes it worth it to put it that way. So all I'm gonna do is unbolt this, unbolt here, take this battery out, put that battery in, and we'll see how it goes. So with that said, before I do that there though, let's go back to when I first got this car. Right here, a top quality timing belt was installed at 180,000 kilometers. The car has, I think, I'm not sure, but let's see what the sticker says here. No, it doesn't say anything. The car's got like 181,000 on it or something. So the timing belt was just done in this car, and it's good. It's good to go. There's no issue with this car at all, besides the back panel that has to be replaced, which we will be tackling that But for now, let's get the battery in and we'll go from there. Alright guys, so I got the battery hooked up. I'm thinking that no, it's not going to work. And the reason why I think it won't work is because of where the battery posts are. I think they might touch the hood, right? So I'm going to have to come up with a different solution. Alright guys, so I got one of these things. We use for, you know, in the house. We have them for the kids. This one was outside, so I figured it's dirty, don't need to be putting that back in the house, so I'm just gonna lay that there and just see what happens. See if it'll close, right? So we'll grab this. Oh, there's a problem right there. Right, my thing goes right down on it. See? So there's the problem. So we gotta exchange that battery. That battery's no good. So it's not a big deal. I mean, it's not a big deal. I can take it back and we can exchange it for another one. You know, I have the receipt. $30 I paid for it at the scrapyard, and they do a refund. I can just say, no, it was the opposite of mine. You know, do you have another one? And then they'll give me like a store credit, and when one comes available I can get it, right? I may even go over there today and get one, right? So I don't know, we'll see. Kind of sucks, but that's the way it goes. Like I said, I could turn the battery around and just extend this negative, right? Or the ground, whatever you want to call it. I just see where that plugs into that ground. That ground goes right there. I don't know if you can see that right there. That's where the ground goes, right there. So that ground is wide open. So if I flip that around, I could do it. I could easily do it. It's not an issue at all, because I just got to see what. Yeah, it's not an issue at all. I could easily switch that around. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to switch it around. It's not a big deal. The ground goes right there, so all I'm going to do is just swap it so it comes over this way. Should be fine. Shouldn't be an issue. There's, right under the fuse box here, there's one bolt that holds this here from moving. We'll just take that out. I'll put the bolt back in there in case I ever change the battery again. And that'll be that. It's not hard. It's pretty simple. So give me a second. I'm gonna do that there, and we'll come back and we'll see how it looks. All right, guys. There we go. We got it switched around. The hood should close now. I still gotta put the bracket on. But basically all I did was, there was like a bolt holding it. I don't know if you can see right there. There was a bolt holding it on the firewall there, or on the frame there. And then it goes down, and I don't know if you can see right down there, but there's where it grounds. So all I did was took the bolt out of there, brought that one over. This one will go there. Fine. There's not an issue there. You know, for now, this battery will do. I don't plan on selling this car. This car is going to be mine. I'm going to put a lot of work into it. You know, I got a bunch of stuff coming to this car. Bunch of stuff coming to it. We're gonna be wrapping her. I don't know if you've seen one of my Instagram or Facebook posts where I was holding a wrap. I was gonna put that on the Audi. The wife didn't want it to be so flashy, so we are going to go with wrapping this car. So I'm gonna wrap this car, and you know, I figured I'll put all the decals on it on my YouTube and everything. I got system I'm gonna put in it, everything. Basically I'm gonna do this car right up, and this is gonna be my car. Like, I'm gonna actually drive this daily instead of that truck. Like, that truck, I just honestly, I don't even want that truck anymore, but I need it for the camper. So what I'm doing here now is just hooking that back in there, and then I gotta take that bolt out, and then we'll bolt that back up, and we should be good to go. Alright guys, we got her switched around. I got the bolt started here. Didn't take no time. Why is that acting up now? I'm just gonna tighten that back up. I mean, you know, the battery will work. Down the road, like I said, you know, I can always change the battery, but for now, there's nothing wrong with that battery. All right, we'll leave that like that, and I'll have to remember. The biggest thing is I'll have to remember when I replace the battery why the posts are the opposite again. So, anyways, we got her. She's in there. She's tight. That there is garbage. Throw that down the ground there. So let's give her a little fire up here. Fire her up again. It just saves me from having to go back and try and get another battery, and they may not have it, and then I'm waiting for it, right? There you go. She probably needs some new gas though. That gas has been sitting in her for I don't know, a good 4 or 5 months now. So we'll have to get that fixed. But she runs good. She's a Honda, right? She's a Honda. Nothing wrong with Hondas. Nothing wrong with Hondas. And another thing too, folks, let's go back. I think I showed this in the video before, but the guy that he left a little thing. He says, hello. This car had a brand new timing belt installed. Hopefully you guys can see that too. 5 days before it was wrecked. Around 180,000. And like I said, there's 182,000 kilometers on her. Almost 183,000 on her. Contrary to using the vehicle for 3 months before written off by insurance. Oh, continue. Oh, yeah. Continue to use the car for 3 months until it was written off by insurance. It runs very well on February 3rd, 2020, as I gave it up to the Salvage co-op. It's been a great car. Hope you can use it. Cheers. And that's it. That's what he said. So, you know, he left that there. So that right there just goes to show me that the car was taken care of. I never did get a report on it or anything, but like if you look at it, it's got all the paperwork, right? Like, you know, all the dealerships. Well, guys, I am here. I am just doing the editing of this video, and I just want to thank you for watching it. Hopefully you enjoyed this here, and I hope you're ready to watch another build coming to the channel very soon. But with that said, thanks for watching. Don't forget, give it a thumbs up, and if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. We'll see you on the next one.